All right. Kahalala Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned the truth from, who rule well, and salutations unto you brothers and you few sisters that take heed. All right. This lesson is going to be entitled something to the effect of balance. The key point though that I wanted to bring out in the context of balance, because balance is something that you brothers have to learn in order to function in this truth, in order for things to flow. All right. Balance. I can't really give. I can't give you a friggin' a guideline of here's the three most important things. But if I could, balance would definitely probably be in there, man. Because balance, it shows you the wrong from the right. When you stray too far off, you know what? I'm gonna start off with this scripture. Actually, it just came to my mind. I had another scripture holding, but let me start off with this, okay? Because this is what I mean. This is the best way I could bring it out. This is Ecclesiastes 7. Let's start at 15 because I like that. It says, "All things have I seen in the days of my vanity." So who's this speaking? Right? The preacher's son. This is Solomon. Solomon was the wisest king that ever reigned on the planet. Right? And look what he said. He said, I've seen all everything, man. Right? And notice he says, in the days of my vanity. Because even Solomon, in the height of his glory and in his excellency, he told you, he laid it out. Everything is vanity. Everything, man. You taking up a wife, that's vanity. You leaving things to your children, everything is vanity. And he brought perspective, because even though he was so great and excelled in wisdom, knowledge, understanding, along with riches and properties, estates, and all those things, and reputation, right? Because he had other kings and nobilities that heard his fame in different lands, and they came to visit and see it, to witness it. Even all that, he tells you it's all vanity. So what is basically Solomon giving you? He's giving you the balance, man. You understand? But how do you get lost? You can get lost in the middle. You can get lost at one end of the spectrum or the other end of the spectrum. You have to always bring balance, man. All right? It says, let's go. It says, there is a just man that perisheth in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness. Now, we all know the scriptures, right? Do no, for example, in Sirach, it tells you, do no harm, or do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee, right? Or do no harm, so shall no evil come unto thee, which is bad times evil. Obviously the scripture says, man, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You're gonna get jacked up. But how do you plan this out? He just said, Solomon said, there's a righteous, a just man that perisheth in his righteousness. For what reason? What case? Right? It's all up to the Lord. But we know that living this life, serving the Lord, is the right way. Doesn't matter what outcome. Right? Even you can read all the scriptures about the Lord exalting the men of the Lord and promising them all these things, which they will receive. At the end, stretch, man. You don't understand. This is a repetitive cycle that we're on. We die, we come back. We die, we come back. And for the most part, we've died and come back into nothing but obscurity, the abyss, man. Talking about from the 1600s, 17, 18, there's small phases where the Lord showed certain men like Nat Turner and different slave revolts and different Gadites and different tribes that they were Israelites. For the most part, we were born into obscurity. We lived our normal lives. I'm talking about prophets, man. Peter, Paul, James, John, all the prophets, man. They were coming back living normal so-called lives, part of normal society, right? Until that time when the Lord said, okay, this is the age where, the prophecies are coming, to pass. And I'm going to have these men risen up, which is a beautiful thing, which is another thing to think upon, another thing to meditate upon and just be so much more grateful for this awakening, man. right? And again, like I said, you can read all those scriptures and scratch your head. Hold on, why am I catching this hell? Why is this? Well, the Lord, first of all, you can be catching hell for numerable number of reasons. Okay, that's besides the point. I'm just going outside of that, and I'm trying to give you the overview here, right? And there's a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness. So again, what do you read the scriptures? Well, it's like when you read the scriptures, it tells you, right? A wicked and evil men, right, shall be destroyed, and the wicked shall be cut as the blades of the grass. And there's all these scriptures, right? But again, the Lord has these situations where these men, these fucking viler than the earth, man, raping little babies, fucking having satanic sacrifices, drinking people's blood, and they're the top of the crop, so to speak, man. They're actually men that are. You had this asshole, this piece of fucking dirt, man, talking about John fucking Devil McCain, man. To be a bigger devil, his damn last name is McCain, son of Cain, man. And you had fucking you niggas, man. I pray the Lord throws you into the fucking Atlantic, man, and just drowns you. You had niggas like Fat Joe, you fucking decrepit. You had all kinds of rappers on their Instagram talking about may this American hero's soul rest in peace. Right? We know the shit that these fuckers are doing, man, and what they're doing, man. Right? But you have them praised in this world, man. Statues. You know, and they go into the goddamn Hall of Fame of American patriots and heroes, man. Bunch of fucking devils, man. But this is what I'm talking about. It's not that time for that judgment right now. When they're in hell, man, right? Like in the parable of Lazarus. When they're in hell, man, all right, and what I mean by hell, in captivity, in slavery, when you so-called white people are in slavery, man, under the Israelites, okay, then that's when these scriptures are going to come to pass. Everything's going to balance out. But again, man, I'm just giving you this perspective so you can look at it and understand, right? Now, the main point is verse 16. Be not righteous overmuch, neither make thyself overwise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? So again, what does that mean? Do we not do all we can do to the best of our ability? That's what the brothers always say. Of course we do, man. But there's certain situations where you just have to use your head, your P's and your Q's, right? You're given 2 ears, right? A nose, a mouth, a tongue, and a brain, man. Cognition, cognitive function, right? Use your common sense. There's times when you're just doing shit to be seen of men. You know, there's times where you're just doing, you're doing too much for vanity's sake, right? The only look, man, the only times you should be thinking, really, of doing things or moving is you know, like every action and thought the Lord reads, man. We're in these vile bodies, bro. Like our thoughts are all fucked up, man. Demons fucking enter your brain and all that shit. But you gotta ask, yo, is the Lord being pleased right now? That's it. You know, and in the private of your home, and when you're dealing with a brother, are you kind to that brother? You know, if he needs help, have you ever helping a brother out and you had that ability to and you didn't? You know what I mean? So only you and Most High and maybe that brother knows. So again, and of course, neither make thyself over wise. Verse 17, be not over much wicked. So Solomon comes back with the balance. Obviously, he's not telling you, don't worry about it. You know, just slack off. Do your thing, bro. These bodies are vile. Yes, we know that. But now he's telling you, listen, I'm letting you know there's a balance. He's saying, be not over much wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before that time? Right? So now let's go. I hope you brothers are getting the gist of the lesson. You know, I'm not trying to make it no fucking deep thing, but this is very important, man. You know, a lot of times, the reason why I made it this lesson too is because a lot of times when brothers, sometimes you get in that lost state, you know, like, because to be honest, we're like in the middle of two worlds, man. We're in this kingdom functioning and jobs and dealing with these fucking zombies, these sheep of fucks. And then we're in Yahweh Shai's world, right? Which we are of Yahweh Shai, really. And at the moment of at the drop of a dime, you brothers have to be ready. Yo, fuck everything in the world. You know what I mean? Because we're of Yahweh Shai. We were reborn. And the world hates us, right? This is in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 3. I'll start at 26. A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. See? Verse 27. This is the point. It says, an obstinate heart or obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows. Now I'm going to look up this word obstinate. It's basically alluding to hard-headedness, but I want to get the proper definition. This is obstinate, an adjective meaning stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action despite attempts to persuade one to do so. So what does that mean? An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrows. If you're too hard-headed, if you're walking by, right, and when brothers have seen this multiple times, you're walking by the camp, or it's like you're at camp and there's people walking by, and you're talking to Jake or whatever, Israelites come up, and they're just hard-headed, man. They're obstinate. Why do you think the Lord calls us stiff-necked, man? You can't turn your head no which way. You're just going forward, man. The Lord's showing you, no, that's not the right. You gotta, you're stiff, man. Stiff-necked. Same thing with obstinate, right? So it says, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. But the point being, now I want to throw a little monkey wrench, right? Thinking for you brothers. So like him, I'm going to throw a monkey wrench. So as I said that, right, an obstinate heart, hard-headed, right? Stiff-necked. When we come in the word, we reproved our ways. We found out, oh shit, everything I've been keeping and holding, my moral compass, so to speak, has been off. And you got to accept you were wrong, that those ways are BS. And you got to change your ways. You cannot be obstinate in that sense. Now, on the flip side, obstinate. You have to be obstinate in this word. What do I mean? What do you mean, Yaramya? You just fucked me up. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. When you're in the word now, you threw away the old man, mortifying your members, right? You're learning this word, your heritage, right? All the things that come with that. But now you got, as we know in the scriptures, demons trying to pull you back in the world. And what do they throw at you? All different types of philosophies, indoctrinations, right? All these different things. And in that sense, I tell you to be obstinate, meaning hard-headed, meaning this truth is your foundation, right? And you're not letting anything penetrate it. See, a lot of men, they let things penetrate them, right? They hear things and then they delve into that shit. And only the Lord can deliver you from that. I remember when I first came in this word, there was this Jake online, and I was speaking to him back and forth, and he knew he was Israelite, but he was taken by the wind, man. He was gone with the wind. The wind, I mean these philosophies. This dude sent me some video of this Jake woman. I don't know if she's a Moor or whatever the hell she was. And this is me I just started studying like probably 6 months, from the apostles on YouTube. So I'm watching this bitch, and this is not a light thing. I'm not laughing because I could have been swept away too, because some things that she was saying is intertwining with, and again, I'm a babe. I'm a brand new babe in this word. So I'm like, yeah, that's good. That's good. You know what, man? I thank Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rachakodash. Because at some point I said, nah, man, I caught myself. I was in a trance. I was going with it. And the spirit pulled the fucking emergency brake, man. The red lined it. And I said, what the fuck is this I'm watching, man? This is some garbage. I turned it off. I never spoke to it. I cursed out that motherfucker. I blocked his channel, man. Don't send me no shit like that, man. So that's what I mean. I hope you understand what I mean. Obstinate, hard-headed in righteousness. The apostles, they tell you that sometimes. And that's what comes with balance. Like men serving or worshiping, not worshiping men, but serving men, right? In the scriptures, listen, man, you're serving somebody. You people out there, you're working your 40 hours a week or plus. You're serving this devil. You're getting taxed to the crown, okay? There's a left-hand side on worshiping men or serving men, and there's a right-hand side or way of serving men, right? But again, look at that. You brothers remember, man, was it 2 years ago? That thing came out. A lot of men bugged out. A lot of men left the truth. They said, oh, you guys are worshiping GMS. We're serving your masters, right? When it says in Titus or Timothy, But it says, servants, be subject to your masters. They bugged out because they don't understand the balance. And that's why I was impelled to make this lesson for brothers. Bring it back into balance. Right? You stray a little left, a little right. Go back to the balance. It's all about the balance, man. Right? Let's get Hebrews. It's like, yeah, Hebrews. It's chapter 10. Hebrews 10 and 22. Let us draw near with a true heart in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water, which is what? This word, the baptism, right? The brothers always say baptism. When you come to camp, you're getting baptized, man. Some people can't handle the fire. They can handle the water, but they can't handle the fire. The water feels nice. And at the flip side, some people can handle the fire, and then some people drown by the water. You know, if you know what I mean. But when you come in this word, that's one of the most first and foremost principles that you got to pray to the Lord for. Yahweh b'Hashem Yahushai b'Hashem Rachak Kodash b'Bakosha, add unto me faith, which you would say in Hebrew, Rabiam Amawan, or Amawan Yam, right? Which is add faith, right? Or you can continue Wa Rabiam Chazak, which is strength, right? Or in plural is Chazak Yam, right? When you add the Yam at the end, it makes it plural, right? So that's one of the most first and foremost things that you got to supplicate, meaning almost basically damn near cry to the Lord, beg him, add faith unto me. Because faith is, without faith, you don't got anything. You can fake the funk for a while, man. You know, you could be the actor, the hypocrite, you know, great actor, really. You could be the Denzel of this word, but yo, man, it's, you know, the true test will come, and it will be shown, right, what you're really about. Verse 23, so therefore let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promise. So what does that mean, hold fast? That means tight. You pull it in. You hold it, man. With faith. The profession of our faith without wavering. Let's look up this word wavering in the blue letter. Blue letter. I'm offline. So the word is aklinas. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Aklinas, which means not inclining, firm, unmoved. So again, there's a balance again. So at one point, when you come in this word, you actually have to waver to this word. You have to throw away what you knew. And then when you come in this word, you got to get back that hard shell of nothing being able to penetrate your mental, right? Your spirit, right? And that was it on that, I believe. Yeah, that was it. I didn't want to go too long. I hope you brothers are edified, understand. Any questions, comments, you know, you're more than welcome. I want to say Kahalal, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles of GMS, who I learned the truth from, who teach the true doctrine upon this earth. And salutations and peace and blessings unto you brothers and you few sisters. May Yahweh Bahasham Yahushua increase your faith. Alright, until next time, Shalom.